Om Shanti. Today is Murli, 3rd August 2023. Essence Baba says, sweet children, continue to give time to the pilgrimage of remembrance, and your sins will continue to be absolved. Attachment to everyone will end, and you will become the garland around the Father's neck. Question: which few words do you study with God the Father? What secrets are merged in those few words? Answer: Baba says, God the Father is just teaching you this much. O souls, renounce the consciousness of your bodies and remember me. This study of just few words in taught to you because you are not going to take old skins, customs in the old world now. You have to go to the new world. I have come to take you back with me. Therefore, continue to forget everyone as well as your bodies. Om Shanti. You Shaligram children, now know that you are not listening to any scriptures of human beings. This is not called a spiritual gathering, satsang, but a study. If you ask people, they would say that they go to a spiritual gathering or to a college. You know that there would be scholars, says, and holy men in a spiritual gathering who give them knowledge. At school, human beings are professors and teachers, etc. Here, it is not a human being. That one is the unlimited spiritual father to whom you say, you are the mother and the father. This cannot be the praise of deities or even of Brahma, Vishnu or Shankar. This is the praise of the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You children now know that having adopted this body, the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is playing a part. No one except this incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, can teach you Brahma, Kumars and Kumaris. Even Brahma cannot be called the ocean of knowledge. He is called Prajapita, father of humanity. Only the one incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is called the ocean of knowledge. He alone is the one who makes impure ones pure. Salvation can only be received from the ocean of knowledge. These are new things by writing Sri Krishna's name in the Gita. They have falsed the Gita. Falsed the Gita. How can human beings now know that the knowledgeful Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, comes and enters a human body and gives knowledge? People forget this. Isn't that the spiritual scriptures are written at the beginning of the Copper Age, means Dwapar Yug? No, it is explained that they first create the Father's image and the temples, etc., through which devotion beings. The devotion of the Supreme Soul should last for a long time because He is the highest on high. Worship of Him begins first. Shiva alone is worthy of worship. Isn't that Brahma, Vishnu or Shankar, Jagadamba or Jagat Pita are worthy of worship. It is just the one Father who makes all of them worthy of worship. He would definitely be worshipped a lot more. This one Brahma is nothing. Now, how could he be worshipped unless the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, entered him, the bestower of salvation for all is just the one Father? These things have to be churned. How does devotion being begin? Shiv Baba doesn't churn the ocean of knowledge. Children have to churn to the ocean of knowledge. Saraswati, who is a mouth born creation of Brahma, also has to churn the ocean of knowledge. The highest on high is the one, and if he did not come, who would make the world pure from impure? All human beings are impure. If Shiv Baba didn't come, who would give you the inheritance of heaven? If your intellects don't have faith, you cannot be threaded in the rosary of victory. Worthy children always become the garland around the neck. A father would also be pleased if his child is very worthy and obedient. Many parents have 12 to 14 children, and some are worthy and others are unworthy. No one, apart from the purifier Father, can uplift impure ones. You know that there is a temple of the Gangas on the bank of the river Ganga. So you should explain that the Ganga is it some power thought through which you become pure from impure, or do you become pure through water? The Father says the Ganga is not the purifier. No one can become pure without having yoga. This is why you do not have to bath in the Gangas. Yoga means remembrance. You have to connect your intellects in yoga. Those people have many different yoga position, etc. They perform many different types of hatha yoga. That is not called yoga. What would mothers and poor innocent women know about hatha yoga? When people are studying at school, there is no question of stumbling around in that. They pass one examination or another and they know what they will become after passing that examination. Here too, you know that this is an examination and that God, the Father, is teaching you. He is the purifier. Yours is a God-fatherly student life. Knowledgeful God, the Father, is teaching you children, a human being can't be a father, teacher, and Sadguru. He could be a father and teacher, but not a guru at the same time. However, that too is only a worldly education he gives. This Baba makes you into the complete masters of heaven. If you don't understand something, then ask 1,000 times. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now fond children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. Spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father, mother, Bap Dada. Namaste Baba, namaste, Shukriya Baba, Shukriya. Essence for dharana: first become worthy and obedient and be threaded in the rosary of victory. Give everything worth straws that you have to the Father. Surrender yourself and end your attachment to everyone. Second, in order that you only have remembrance of the one Father at the end, break your intellect's yoga away from everyone else and make effort to stay constantly in remembrance of the Father. Blessing, may you be constantly happy, hearted, and remain free from being disheartened or jealousy by merging all the treasures in yourself. Bab Dada has given all of you children all the treasures equally, but some are unable to accommodate those attainments in themselves nor are able to use them on time, so they do not see success and they then become disheartened with themselves. They think that perhaps their fortune is like that. Then, seeing the specialities and fortune of others, they become jealous. Those who become disheartened or are jealous can never be happy. To be constantly happy, become free from both of those. Slogan: those who serve with a true heart and without any selfish motives are clean and pure souls. Acha, Om Shanti.